right, we are back. Fourth Quarter Boys Sports. I am the illustrious Professor Lake, and today we're going to talk about the Bears rookie minicamp and, Matt Nagy's first experience dealing with his hand-selected rookies and seeing how he could bring them along and make them an integral part of the 2018 NFL season for the Chicago Bears. One of the things he said is that a lot of the players are learning. It's a new system. Even the coaches are learning how to organize practices and just basically get everybody on the same page. They covered the basics, and a lot of the players get a lot of reps. He says that he's not going to be unfair with giving drafted players more repetitions than some of the guys from smaller schools. I really think that he's going to evaluate some of these guys from smaller schools and give them a real opportunity to be a Bear. So, that's a good situation for a guy like Javon Wims, Kevin Tolliver. These guys are working to end up on the 53-man roster, and it's great that they're going to get a good look. I really think Javon Wims is going to be a contributor at some point in the 2018 season. Again, he said he wants to give out fair reps. He will not overlook small players. Someone asked him about Aaron Murray, a quarterback that he had previously had experience with another team. And, Matt Nagy said that he's familiar with the offense. And I think that Aaron Murray was brought into camp, as a thrower, somebody who could execute running the plays and verbalizing the plays to the wide receivers and the tight ends. It just kind of give them a leg up so they know what to expect when they join the veterans and they hear these plays again. So that's not a bad thing. I don't see him making the team, but, you do need a veteran arm. You do need somebody who knows how to call the plays if you really want to, jumpstart this process and getting these guys developed. He was also asked about Kylie Fitz. A lot of guys are high on Kylie Fitz. I am as well. I really hope he can stay healthy. And that's one of the things that Matt Nagy talked about. The thing that's been holding Fitz back is just injury issues. Hopefully that is in the past. Nagy's not trying to put somebody on the team that doesn't deserve to be on the team. So he constantly says that, we got to see if these guys can make the team first before we can think about how they contribute into the season. So, again, I really like the fact that he's being unbiased. It seems pretty fair. There's no favorites. And that's the way you want to start out as a rookie head coach. You want to be honest, you want to be transparent, and you want to be fair. He was asked about guys like Aaron Murray, some of the other veterans that were brought on to the tryout. And, he was saying that he really wants to comb through the talent. He doesn't want to miss an opportunity to get a guy that's ready to be on the 53-man roster, a guy that may have been overlooked. So I really think he's detailed, very thorough in his evaluations of talent. And I like that in a coach, because certain things in football that you can't coach, and one of them is talent. Another one is speed, So these are things that regardless of what the scheme is, what you're trying to dictate to the players, if you find a guy that happens to have some talent, you want to find out if you can use him in your team. So I appreciate that. He was asked about Roquan Smith and the robbery incident with his laptop getting taken and his car getting broken into. And he just hopes that Roquan learns from it. But on the field, he says that Roquan is a quick study and he plays fast. He wants to talk about defense all the time. Roquan has to earn his number one spot. A lot of people have slated him at the number one linebacking position over Nick Kwiatkowski. And at least, everybody's humble enough, and a professional enough to allow Roquan to work his way into the starting lineup instead of just throwing him into the fire when he's not ready and he makes mistakes. That's just not a good look. But again, I do see him, being the middle linebacker starting out the season. James Daniels, when he spoke about James Daniels, he really looks at him at being the guard. Again, I think we discussed this before when we talked about the offensive depth chart, jumping from college center to NFL center, regardless of your athletic ability. There's a whole mental aspect of playing center that a lot of people don't account for, such as setting up blocking combinations, understanding where the mic is, and just kind of reading defenses in general. So that's something that has to develop over time, and I think he will learn that at the guard position. Cody Whitehair is a good center, and if you got something good, you want to roll with it. That's at least a solid piece that you could say that's not going anywhere for some years. Oh, he also says that James Daniels is versatile, and just being coached by Harry Hestad, all he will do is develop and mature and just blossom underneath such a good coach. So I like the combination of him learning from a veteran coach that's been around an array of different types of football players in different settings, and I think he's just a good educator when it comes to line play. When it comes to Anthony Miller, again, he's only doing individuals right now and taking mental reps. Matt Nagy, reiterates there's no rush to get him on the field. They're being careful with his foot. I postulate to think that they know what Anthony Miller can do, and I don't think they want to lose him for the season. So I think they're just waiting for the whole team to get back to watch him compete so they can get a real evaluation of where he falls in the depth chart. But I think they're high on Anthony Miller. I think they love his attitude. He was asked if Anthony Miller would play special teams, and it's something that they'll look into, but he doesn't want to overstep his boundaries. He knows that Tabor has a plan on special teams as well. Another guy that reporters are asking about is Kevin Tolliver. He's the cornerback out of LSU. Now, again, I don't want to just beat a dead horse and keep talking about the guy's character issues, but they keep coming up. From what I'm hearing and what I'm reading, Kevin Tolliver is really showing out during the rookie minicamp. I mean, he's making a lot of plays, and I think that they like what they see from him. At the same time, they want to remind him that there's no room for error. You're on a tight leash. So, I really wonder what kind of character concerns they have with Mr. Tolliver, because they seem pretty egregious. But hopefully he could get those character issues under control enough to whereas he could make the 53-man roster. I definitely think that he could be a valuable piece to the Bears defense and special teams. So I actually look for Kevin Tolliver to go against the odds and find his way on the Bears 53-man roster. I love Matt Nagy's energy. I love his positive attitude. I love his fairness. I love his transparency. There's a lot of different positives. My only apprehension with Matt Nagy is how well are the players learning the offense. I can't wait to see the Hall of Fame game just to see what this offense looks like. I really am curious to find out how the players are taking in the system, how well are they learning it, how good will the offensive line adjust to new blocking schemes, new play calls. What about Mitchell Trubisky? This is a whole entire new playbook. How quickly can he adjust to play calling, play tempo, different things like that. So, a lot of Bear fans, we can't wait just to see a product on the field. There's a lot of time left, but at the same time, it's not a lot of time left. We're in a competitive division. We got quarterbacks that are serviceable on every single team. Our first game is against the Green Bay Packers. So we really need to be on our A game. So, game one, our offense really needs to be clicking. These guys need to be able to have a really good handle of what's going on, check downs, audibles, blocking combinations. I really want to see this team develop, and I want to see what they look like if they're all on the same page. We will find out all of these things once the Hall of Fame game is played. We'll definitely be able to see who's a player, who's not a player, who's picking up the offense, who's making mistakes. So it's a very exciting time if you're a Chicago Bear fan. Everybody's looking forward to this new season, to this new offense. And all I can say is, man, I'm eating everything up right now. So I'm not going to hold you. Just want to give you a brief update. If you're working and haven't had the chance to check in and see what's going on with the Bears, rookie minicamp has now concluded. The next phase will be when the rookies and the veterans come together for the OTAs. And, that's when I think things will pick up. That's when I think the depth chart will start forming. So with that in mind, it's Fourth Quarter Boy Sports. I'm the illustrious Professor Lake. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Yeah, man. Holla at your boy, man. I'll be back later on this afternoon, man. 100.